Alright y'all, so let's talk anime, right? We all have our favorites, right? But I have a question for you. How would you fix your favorite anime? Now I know we all think it's perfect. We all have our favorite animes and we just know that they're perfect to us in our heart. But this video today, I'm going to tell y'all, or at least how I would fix some of the favorite animes I've ever watched or just watched in general. So with that being said, let's go. First up on the list is the GOAT of Shonen, you feel me? Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, whatever you want to call it at this point, because there's like 4 versions of it. But Dragon Ball entirely, the Dragon Ball franchise, right? There is not much I would change, you feel me? I just feel like there needs to be a little switch up, you feel me? So, the first thing I would say is switch up the arcs. Because, yeah, we all pretty much got to the point where it's, you know, just Goku chasing power, but why can't it be like a Vegeta-led, you know, arc where he's leading the new Saiyans, you know, over at Universe 6, or let alone try to bring back the Saiyan race, as in, like, you know how Frieza brings back his damn army all the time. Why can't Vegeta have his own arc? Why can't Goten and Trunks actually have his own thing, or whatever? You feel me? It doesn't always gotta be like Goku chasing, you know, the dream over there of becoming the strongest every fucking time, because it's always gonna be the case. They're always gonna keep training. But, like, mix in a little bit of things, you feel me? And then on top of that, right? You need bigger stakes in Dragon Ball. I like the Moro arc that I read in the manga and stuff like that. Even Gas and all them. It was a cool arc, you feel me? But like having bigger stakes as in you had to lose the Dragon Balls. Like that's why I think the Android Saga was so damn good, and especially with the Future Trunks like arc itself. His whole little thing, basically the whole little movie you can make it. That was good because the stakes were high and like there was nothing left to tell for the story. Everybody was killed. He ran back to the past to come, like, you know, for help to see, like, hey, can y'all try to prevent this story? He created a paradox, like, branched off timelines for it. Then he went back to his own timeline with a new power-up, or basically a new sense of power to take out the androids. He took them out. But the thing is, nobody's alive. It's only him and Bulma. That's why I think I guess we're towards the end of the Dragon Ball series, you have to make the stakes, like, that type of big. Because no matter what, you can do whatever to all these characters, but at the end of the day, they're just gonna come back alive because you have the Dragon Balls. Getting rid of the Dragon Balls creates a bigger stakes for the Dragon Ball franchise, and at some point, you do gotta find an ending point, but like, yeah, that's what I would do for the Dragon Ball franchise, you feel me? But like, that's all. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but like, you know, if you want to shake things up, I will go with that route. Next on the agenda is Demon Slayer. Now, I know people are going to be saying, what's wrong with Demon Slayer? Nothing's wrong with it. Not really, nothing's wrong with it. The only thing I would say is give the nigga powers, bro. Like, time after time, you watch these damn fights, right? And there's not anybody out there that can explain the bullshit that we be seeing with some of the stuff, right? So, like, we're in Goku. When he was hauling ass and was actually moving fast as hell against Akaza, he was leaving scorch marks, but yet, as the author was saying, like, they don't actually have powers. This is all pure animations. Nigga, he was making scorch marks. So how fast was Rengoku actually moving, dog? Someone can do this damn science or whatever, but like, you have to be booking it the whole time in a short amount of distance where he was actually fighting against Akaza to make scorch marks on the damn ground. Like, no way in hell these niggas don't have powers. Just give him powers at that point. Like, give him powers. Even when Tanjiro was going against, like, that little spider family in the one beginning arcs out there, she, like, the mother felt like morning dew hitting her face right before he cut off her head. You're telling me these niggas don't have powers? Just give them powers. I'm not saying give them something over the top, you feel me? Tell them they still gotta train and everything like that. It's still a shonen arc, for God's sakes. But damn, you could at least give them some type of powers, you feel me? Because granted, yeah, they're already still gonna be at a disadvantage. They still gotta fight them at night. They still gotta do all that stuff. Like, you ain't just not gonna give them the dub, you feel me? But like, adding powers won't hurt the story at all. If anything, it will make a few of these shits a bit more sense. Now, before people even say, I already know about, you know, the sign that some of the Hashira have, that I'm not trying to spoil for everybody else, but yeah, I already know about that some of them have, you know, specific powers, you feel me? But like, it's nothing like that. But you could have easily gave like their breathing techniques.
Today, Junior?
Damn it. Some type of powers to it, you feel me? Because thunder breathing, that would have been fucking cool, you feel me? Granted, would he probably be unstoppable? Yeah, he would all ass. But the fact that they heard thunder when he did his thunderclap flash and he was in the sky and they heard thunder. That's some bullshit, bro. Give him powers at that point. Just give him powers. It's not gonna hurt the story at all, you feel me? Next is my favorite anime, and it's Naruto. Now, with Naruto, I feel like you just gotta, you know, answer some of the questions that a lot of people have. What type of virus or sickness that Itachi have? Because a lot of times, niggas are gonna just call it like ninja AIDS or whatever. And I'm just like, that's not a good enough excuse. Because he had a sickness that no one could explain. Sai's brother had a sickness no one could explain. Kiyomaru's sickness no one could explain. I mean, you probably can call that AIDS from like Orochimaru probably, but no one can explain shit like that. Who was Hashirama's kid? How strong was the nigga? Who actually took out the Uzumaki clan? Like, they just got completely wiped out and no one even batted an eye and said nothing about it. You feel me? Like, what the fuck was up with that? You like, we need answers, you feel me? Like, something like that. Like, a lot of answers or a lot of questions were not answered from that show, which is fine. It's still good to me. Like, a lot of the main core shit was answered, but like, there's some shit that we still needed to see, you feel me? But the other thing I would say is they had to do better with like not hoeing the side characters, you feel me? Because you built them up in Naruto, but then when it came to Shippuden, some of them got a hard backseat, you feel me? Like, they kind of were just like immediately written out of the damn story until the war arc. That's part I was like, it was kind of not cool, but like, I get it because it's Naruto, not, you know, Naruto and friends, you feel me? But like, you could have easily just not fucked them like that, because you have Rock Lee, Neji, Shino. They didn't lose a single fight, and yet he got absolutely erased from the story. Obviously, Hinata was sprinkled in there. Same with Shikamaru, the Ino Shikacho, all of them. But like, you could have easily added them in. You could have easily kind of kept your word to it. If not, you could have just honestly erased some of this stuff and just kill off Neji and like Neji and Rock Lee in the beginning, like that was supposed to happen. But like, that's all I would say, bro. Like, nothing too major. I still love the show no matter what. But I low-key, if I ever meet Kishimoto, one, I'm gonna shake your hand, but two, I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck happened, bro? Like, you tell me you built up Neji, and you tell me none of the Hyugas get into the air palm to save this nigga's ass? You could have killed off Kiba, if anything. He adds nothing to the story. At least Shino does, but like, Kiba, what was the point of keeping that nigga alive? You feel me? Like, you just left 10-10 all along. You know damn well Neji was gonna bag her and then marry her and all that shit, have a kid. And he could have easily, you know, made Boruto even more colder. You feel me? So like, that was some bullshit. But yeah, that's all I got for my favorite anime, Naruto. And speaking of Naruto, let's talk about the basically successor, the legacy story, Boruto. With that, right, slow it down. Slow it way down. In regards to like the anime, the manga itself is fire and no one can tell me different, dog. That shit is gas. But the fact is, right, y'all did a horrible gamble with the Boruto anime, you feel me? Because they ran into the same problem that Dragon Ball Super did when it came to the Tournament of Power. The Tournament of Power, they were way ahead of the manga. So they were just going off the cuff. Just going off, you know, pure strength and creativity. Like, oh, fuck. We already way ahead of it. We just gotta keep it going as we go on, you feel me? But with Boruto, whoever tried to copy that method, it didn't work. Like, you had a basis of what it was. And then you kind of just ran into a damn wall and just like, fuck it, we're gonna fill it with fillers and lots of useless fucking filler. Like a cat. A whole damn filler arc about Mitsuki and a cat. That, no, absolutely not. If you knew you wasn't gonna like keep up with the manga, or at least at a consistent pace of just like flooding it out there like that, you just do it monthly or whatever, then don't make the show like, you know, repeatedly. Just stop making the show. I know it's like on a little hiatus, but that whole point of how everybody keeps calling it trash is facts. Because you made it ass because you try to speed up, trying to make your own creativity. Let's just fill with fillers before we can catch up with the manga and shit like that. It didn't work out in your favor. I hope you know that. A lot of people are still gonna drag the show until y'all actually, you know, incorporate everything else that y'all finally caught up with the manga. Because y'all already kind of fucked yourself in the end. I ain't gonna hold you. So if anything, people are probably gonna give it max a C, if not a, yeah, probably not a B, but like max a C, just because of that bullshit. So that's why I say you had to slow it down. If anything, make the show seasonal. Cause you didn't have to like just pump it out there. We dead ass, when we ended Naruto, y'all kind of rolled out Boruto like not even a few years later. Y'all had more than enough time to say, come up with a decision like making it seasonal instead of just filling it with filler to try to catch up with the manga, or not even, yeah, catch up with the manga so you can like adapt it to the show. Slow it down, you feel me? Just keep slowing it down. Next on the agenda is One Piece. Now, I love One Piece. A lot of people probably think I don't know why. Yeah, it is what it is. I know a lot of people don't like One Piece because it says it's too long. Again, you watch a lot of other shows, it's not that bad, you feel me? But the pacing, I would change with One Piece. Is it a little bit slower than most shows? Yeah, I guess so, you feel me? But like, they already corrected that. They're already doing, they're readapting the damn show, cutting out all the fluff, and it cut down from like, what, 1,200 to like 8 something? Which is fine. If you think 800 episodes is bad compared to like 1,000 something, you feel me? Like, you kinda gotta get over it, you feel me? But yeah, the pacing for One Piece can honestly get a little bit better because, again, the show's not going to end for like another 4 years. The manga itself probably not going to end for another, no, the show probably not going to end for another like 5. The manga's not going to end until another 4. And I know Oda's not even done with all that. He wants to keep continuing doing, side projects with the One Piece stuff. So like, it is what it is, but like, pacing itself could have just improved with the damn show. I love One Piece. It is what it is, but like, you can easily, speed it up just a little bit, you feel me? But like, that's all I got from One Piece. Now, with My Hero, first and foremost, I don't give a fuck about the fandom, and like, I still love My Hero. I thought it was a damn good new gen anime. A lot of people say I couldn't get behind it because of, the fandom. Fuck them. Like, why y'all letting outside noise, comprehend y'all damn, what's it called, opinion of the damn show? Who gives a fuck? You feel me? Like, yeah, the damn thing with My Hero is bigger stakes. I know everybody knows the endings of My Hero and everything like that, but like, in order for me to improve on this show, I think you had to have bigger stakes. I did not like that y'all kind of let my boy Bakugo live. Like, if that was the route, if you, like, since y'all kept Bakugo alive, a few, if not half a class of 1A should have died. If not class A and class B, 1B. Because there was no reason y'all just kept them around, dragging them around, if y'all weren't gonna do shit with them, you feel me? Now, I know a lot of people are probably not gonna agree with that, but like, answer me this. What was the point of Mineta? What was the point of, what is her name? Invisible Girl, like the Invisible Girl. What was the point of her? Agakure. What was the point of her? Like, the only thing they did with her was just like point at that, oh yeah, he's a fucking traitor. That was it. That was it. Half of the show, like half of them didn't really get like a real moment, let alone any real attention, because, they didn't really give a fuck about them. Like, yeah, they contributed to like, bringing Midoriya home after he did his whole little vigilante shit. But like, other than that, there was no real reason to keep them moving and keeping them along and just dragging along. Like, you killed Midnight, cool. It kind of like messed him up mentally and shit like that. But like, you atone for Endeavor's whole greed and jealousy, everything like that, by taking his arm, taking Hitman out of the game, basically put him in retirement. Shoto, Dabi dying, and all that good stuff. But like, everybody else could have just like, you could have killed off a good amount of them, if we're being honest. Like, I know that's kind of crazy to say, but like, half of them, yeah, kind of got together, but like, the other half were just there. They did not need to be there. So that noise, bigger stakes, smoke some of them, like at least a good half of them, if anything, because they add nothing to the story. Yeah, they were cool. Yeah, they chipped into Deku's, basically his like Iron Man suit, but like, nobody can sit here and just say, yeah, they contribute that much towards the end of the story. Outside of like small moments there, like Mirio was important, Bakugo was important, Todoroki, yes, Ida, yes, Uraraki, yes. Then it gets a little bit slim from there. You feel me? So that's all I gotta say. Bigger stakes, honestly, taking out some of the other like supporting cast was absolutely needed, but I get it. I still like the ending. I still how y'all like, how y'all did My Hero, but that's how I would have, improved on the story. Next we have Pokemon. Now, it's just mainly with the ass catching shit. Give the boy some fucking common sense. There was no reason why It took him that long. Granted, as long as I've been watching Pokemon, that boy took forever to actually win the chip. Y'all were playing with our boys like whole skills and made him even more dumb than he needed to be. You feel me? Give the nigga actual common sense when it came to battling. There was no reason why he went out there. I'll excuse Kanto. I'll excuse fucking Kanto. But there's no reason why he's put up a fucking Corphish and a Swallow against an Arcanine and a damn Swampert. There was no reason for that. You didn't tell me you didn't need to put a fucking normal type Snorlax against a fighting type Frontier Brain.
Really, nigga?
Dog, you made him seem so stupid. And it was so dumb. Like, there was no reason why Ash was just never using his fucking brain with half of the damn shit. It took about to like maybe Sinnoh for him to actually use common sense outside of Rourke, where he still put Pikachu out there at a rock type gym. It just felt like we were going in circles with this dumbass shit. So I was like, at some point, y'all could have at least gave him the decency to be somewhat smart in a Pokemon battle. But no, it took him all the way to the very, 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 very end to finally give him some decency to be actually smart on the battlefield and give him some real heart and a little bit of luck to finally win a championship and, call him a champion. But damn it, you could have easily improved the damn, Pokemon series if you'd have made Ash just a bit more smarter. Does he have some good battles? Yes. Would he got, a little bit, he would have had a lot better, battles if he didn't get absolutely fucking hoed with the dumbass decision he was doing, you feel me? But that's me. Pokemon's still the GOAT, you feel me? For like starter animes, that shit was still good, but that's all I got for Pokemon. Now, since we're nearing to the end of the video, now the last one I would say with Promised Neverland, Tokyo Ghoul, and Soul Eater is all need the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment. Every last one of them did not follow the manga. Why? Who the fuck knows? But we all can agree that Tokyo Ghoul fell off. What was it, after season 2? Whatever, they just said, nah, screw the manga. Same thing with Promised Neverland season 1, to the T, then season 2, just like, yeah, throw the book away, pimp. And the same thing with Soul Eater, after like episode 37, they just really just chucked the book up, you feel me? So yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment, and please God, just follow the manga. That's all y'all gotta do. Follow the damn manga and everything would have been better, you feel me? But if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share everybody know, and comment down below what anime would you improve. It could be your favorite or it's just one that you ever seen. And yeah, put in the comments how you would fix those animes. With that being said, it's your boy Easy. Till next time.